bold journey of Maya. Maya had always been a woman of quiet strength. To outsiders, she was the quintessential suburban wife, managing her home with precision and grace. But beneath her composed exterior lay a spirit longing for adventure, a thirst for something more than the predictability of her daily routine. It started one mundane Tuesday morning. Maya stood in the kitchen, staring at the steaming cup of coffee on the counter. The faint hum of the washing machine in the background felt like a clock ticking away the seconds of her life. She was tired, not physically, but emotionally. Her husband, Arjun, was a kind and steady man, but his focus was often swallowed by his work. Their conversations had dwindled to grocery lists and reminders. Maya felt invisible. That's when she decided she needed a change, something bold. By the time Arjun returned home that evening, Maya was waiting for him in the living room. Her suitcase was parked by the door. "Where are you going?" he asked, his voice laced with confusion. "I'm going to find myself," she said, her voice firm but not unkind. Arjun's brow furrowed. "What does that even mean?" "Maya, we have a life here. A home. Responsibilities." "I know," she replied. "But I also have a soul, Arjun. And it's suffocating." Before he could respond, she picked up her suitcase and walked out the door. Maya didn't have a detailed plan, only a destination, the bustling streets of Mumbai. It was a city that thrived on chaos and dreams, and she felt it would shake her from the monotony of her life. When she arrived, the city greeted her with open arms. The scent of spices filled the air, the cacophony of honking cars and street vendors created a symphony, and the relentless energy of the city was contagious. Maya rented a small studio apartment in a lively neighborhood. The walls were chipped, and the mattress was lumpy, but she loved it. For the first time in years, she was on her own. No one to cook for, no schedules to follow, no one to please but herself. She spent her days exploring the city, losing herself in its winding alleys and crowded markets. She enrolled in a photography class, a passion she had abandoned years ago. Through her lens, she began to see the beauty in the everyday, a child playing with a stray puppy, an elderly couple sharing a cup of chai, a flower vendor arranging marigolds with meticulous care. Her nights were equally vibrant. She discovered a hidden jazz bar where musicians from all over the city gathered. It was there that she met Samir, a charismatic saxophonist with a voice like velvet. "New to the city?" he asked one evening, sliding onto the bar stool next to her. "New to life," she replied with a smirk. Samir became her guide to the city's soul. They would wander the streets at midnight, sharing stories and laughter. He introduced her to street food that made her taste buds dance and took her to secret spots where the city's history whispered through the cracks. One evening, as they sat on a rooftop overlooking the city, Samir turned to her. "Why did you leave?" Maya hesitated, staring at the glittering skyline. "Because I forgot who I was. I became someone's wife, someone's daughter-in-law, someone's everything except myself. And now? Now, I'm just Maya." Weeks turned into months, and Maya found herself thriving. She had an exhibition of her photographs at a local gallery, an achievement that filled her with pride. She was finally living life on her terms. But as fulfilling as her new life was, there was a lingering ache in her heart. She missed Arjun. Not the routine, predictable version of their life, but the man who used to make her laugh until her stomach hurt, the man who believed in her even when she doubted herself. One rainy afternoon, as she was flipping through her photographs, she found one of Arjun. It was a candid shot from their honeymoon, his face lit up with joy as he tried to catch a fish in a mountain stream. She realized she still loved him deeply. Maya decided it was time to return, but not as the same person who had left. When she walked through the door of their home, Arjun was sitting on the couch, a book in his hands. He looked up, his eyes widening. "Maya?" She nodded, setting her suitcase down. "I didn't think you were coming back," he admitted, his voice tinged with vulnerability. "I wasn't sure I would," she replied. "But I needed to find myself before I could find us again." Arjun stood, his gaze searching hers. "And did you?" "I did," she said, stepping closer. But I also found that I still love you, Arjun. I just want us to love each other without losing ourselves. He pulled her into an embrace, and for the first time in years, they held each other not out of habit but out of need. Over the next few weeks, they began rebuilding their relationship, this time with intention. Maya shared her adventures, her photographs, and even her dreams. Arjun, in turn, opened up about his fears and his longing to be a better partner. Together, they found a balance, a life where they could grow individually while still nurturing their bond. Maya had set out to rediscover herself, but in the process, she had also rediscovered love. And this time, she vowed, she wouldn't let either slip away.